In this Transformers 96 series, another video, I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys item, and it's Crossbones from Captain America Civil War. Over this next week or two, Hot Toys does have an event going up. It's kind of like a pop-up store. It's somewhere in Asia, and they're showing just Civil War items. It's for the Civil War promotion. And they didn't show too much new. They basically just showed every figure that we've already seen, plus the Civil War version of Scarlet Witch and Crossbones. This is extremely exciting because, I basically expected them to do the Civil War Scarlet Witch, but Crossbones I was really up in the air with. I could see them doing him, I could see them skipping him, I wasn't sure. So to get confirmation, not only to know that they were doing him, but then to show them him, the figure itself, was extremely exciting and something that I absolutely love. I'm a huge Villains fan, and that fandom does extend itself to Crossbones himself. I love Brock Rumlow from Captain America from Winter Soldier. I absolutely loved Rumlow. I was really hoping for a Rumlow toy. Unfortunately, they never made him. And then in the Civil War movie, not only is he returning, but he's got such a great looking costume. I absolutely love the costume from the second I saw it, and hopefully he'll have a decent role in the movie. But I love the character, and I love the look of the character, so definitely a winning combo here for me personally, and I'm incredibly stoked and excited for this figure. I definitely wanted to make a full video just talking about him for sure. So let's get into it. Overall, looking like a fantastic figure. Really do liking it a lot. As far as accuracy goes, it looks completely accurate to me. They've done the gauntlets really nicely. They look weathered, they look real. You can see the bandages and straps that are kind of holding them to his arm, which I think is really neat. As you can see, we do have a the knife coming out of the left arm. We did see that in the Comic-Con exclusive footage that was shown, like a year ago, where they did show footage from that, and some of it was leaked, really bad quality and stuff, but you could see that in that there was a scene where he did have a knife come out of his gauntlet, and then he went to stab, Captain America in the head, but he moved his head and ended up just stabbing the brick wall behind him. So we do know that he'll have that accessory, and he will definitely use it in the movie, so it is really nice to see that the figure will come with it. I'll be interested to see if that blade is die-cast, like with the Silver Centurion figure, that came with the blade, similar size, that was die-cast, so it would be nice if this one is as well. The mask's really nice, and it looks like you've got some great detailing in the eyes there behind it. I will show you a closer image of that detailed mask. So hopefully, the big question with this guy is, what is he going to come with? Because just like Pop and Funko, whenever they, for their Pop series, for their Dorbs, and for their Mystery Minis, they have multiple different versions of Crossbones, because he's basically going to have 3 different looks in this movie. He's going to have this look, he's going to have one where the mask is really broken from the side. You can see the side of his cheek, and you can see above the eyelid, and that damaged helmet does come with the Captain America figure from Hot Toys, so we'll see if that helmet will be compatible with this. As well as he does remove his helmet in the film, and you can see Brock Rumlow's burnt face underneath. Frank, I want to say his last name's Grillo, the actor who plays him. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what we get here. I would be happy, of course, if it's just this, and it's, a helmet that's sculpted onto the face, and there isn't an actual face sculpt underneath. However, I would be extremely happy if we did, if the helmet was to be able to be removed, and we could see Brock Rumlow underneath it with the burnt face. That would be fantastic. And also, if the Captain America helmet from Crossbones is compatible with this, and you can put it on and have the damaged look, that would be awesome. We'll have to see. So, they'll either do it where the helmet is removable, or they'll do it where they just sculpt different pieces, and you'll just pop whichever head on that you want, We'll have to see. I really hope that we do have multiple options as far as his look. However, if we don't, I'm still going to be happy with this just helmeted look, because he does look quite awesome. Also, his clothes they look quite loose, and therefore articulation should be great. As you can see, he's got his left arm up quite high there, and it looks like there's no stress to the suit or anything like that, because it is quite loose. The thighs are the only area where I would have concern about the articulation. However, based based on just the way they have him posed there, it looks like he can stretch the pants quite nicely and definitely do some good articulation there. So this figure is probably going to be super well articulated, which is awesome. They have him displayed in the Iron Man display. They have a Captain America cube with all the Captain America characters, and then they have an Iron Man one with all the Iron Man characters, and Crossbones obviously doesn't fit in with either of those, but I guess because Iron Man has less of a team, Captain America's got like one more team member than Iron Man, so I guess they decided to throw Crossbones in there. Just talking about some close-up images from Toy Arc. As you can see that blade a little nicer. Looking very cool. I'm sure it'll just like plug in there. Should be, something that's very easy. Wonder if we'll get one from the other side. Here's a close-up look on the face, but with bad lighting, so you really can't get a look at the detail. I'll show you a better picture in a second here. Closer look at the gauntlet. Like I said, really nicely detailed, and it looks like there is a lot of weathering there. It'll be interesting to see if the gauntlets are removable. I'm not sure if he'll remove them in the movie. We'll have to see, but just based on the comics, there is a possibility he'll come back at the end of the movie, and I don't think he'd have need for the gauntlets, so he might not be wearing them at the end. We'll see, though. It depends if they do what happens in Civil War in the comic or not. I won't spoil or anything, but yeah, overall looking really nice, and his base is very cool. It's obviously done in the same shape as the Civil War standard bases for Hot Toys. However, you do have the nameplate that says Crossbones. You get a nice little kind of logo for Crossbones, if you want to say, and then the base top itself is really nice. It's black with like a spray painted cross symbol, which just looks awesome. It looks like there's some it looks like he's been like walking on top of it while it was still wet, basically, which I think gives it a really cool look, and I love the base a lot. I think that symbol is just super cool. And then for my Instagram here, I was able to find just one shot of a close-up on his face with good lighting, and that was just on Instagram, but as you can see, looking quite nice. There's some fantastic detail in the eyes. The only thing that looks a little odd is it looks like his left eye is looking off to the side a little bit more than his right eye is. It doesn't really look bad, but it is something that I didn't notice, so I'm not quite sure if that's accurate, or I'm not quite sure if that's just the angle of the picture, so we'll have to see. It doesn't look bad, it is something that I did notice, but it does look like there's some fantastic detailing in there. Again, I'm not sure if this is going to be able to be removed or not, or if we will, or if it won't be able to be removed, but we'll get a separate head sculpt. We'll have to see. In the picture above it, you can get a good look at the side of his helmet. As you can see, it's clearly in two pieces, which is probably how the actual actor puts on the helmet himself. So it is, if they wanted to do it removable, they'd have a very easy way to have it removed, and very similar to the way that Loki's mask removes, or Loki's helmet removes from the first Avengers film. So yeah, overall, I am beyond excited that they are doing Crossbones. I'm so happy. It's a character that I think I'm absolutely going to love in the movie, and I can tell you I absolutely love the look of him, and I love Brock Rumlow from Winter Soldier, so I can't imagine I'm not going to absolutely adore this guy in the new film. I'm buying, the pop figures and everything of them. Really excited for this. Also, I am a bit worried, of course. Hot Toys doesn't have a great track record with villains. Like Rhino, Ultron Sentry, and the newest one being Yellow Jacket. All villains that were shown, the full figures were shown. They were shown at many events and things like that, but then they just never released them, never said anything about them, and just after a while, you just stop seeing them at the events, and you kind of know that they're never going to come out. Yellow Jacket, they haven't stopped showing. However, it has been a long time since there's been an event that he's been at, so I think that it's safe to say, just because the movie's been, it's not popular anymore, basically. It's, not been mainstream for quite a while, so I think it's safe to say that we're not getting that Yellow Jacket figure, and we're definitely not getting Rhino or the Ultron Sentry. So, with villains, sometimes they can cancel them. However, sometimes they follow through, like Ultron Prime, Electro, Thanos I just got, what else? just came out. Oh, like Whiplash Mark II. So they do some of the villains, but some of the villains they show and then they just never release. I think there's a very good chance that we will actually get Crossbones because he is the main villain of this film. Although Zemo's in the movie, I doubt he'll even wear a costume. So I think that Crossbones is going to be the main villain of this film. Also, it's a big film, Civil War. So even though they are doing other figures, they're getting them all out on pre-order quite fast. So now there's only really 4 more figures for them to put on pre-order. Black Widow, Vision, Crossbones, and then most likely Spider-Man. So yeah, so because there's not too many figures for them to still put on pre-order, I think that there is a very high possibility that we'll definitely get this guy. Very excited for him and very excited to see what he comes with. I'll definitely be making another video when the official images and he goes on pre-order come out. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this Captain America Civil War Crossbones. Let me know what you guys think of him, and thanks so much for watching.